I don't necessarily think that Pokemon is too expensive, and I don't think that investors are ruining the hobby, and I don't even think that scalpers are ruining the hobby, or that scalpers are the real problem. I think the biggest problem is like Pokemon accidentally or quietly killing the middle class collector. And not the Pokemon company, not Pokemon International, us, the people that make the Pokemon hobby. Yeah, the company like probably contributes to that, obviously, because they're the ones who print the cards. But something that's becoming more and more true every day is that the middle class collector is slowly being killed off and or priced out. And I'm not like necessarily mad, but it's just one of those things that once you see it, you can't really unsee. Because when people talking about the Pokemon hobby being ruined, they usually are talking about the prices. But the prices of cards, the individual cards and the slabs and booster boxes are all just like a symptom, because the real problem is that there's no like satisfying middle ground anymore in the hobby. Like the middle class collector, or what it used to be, and within the Pokemon hobby, like you're not rich, but you're not necessarily broke. You're not gambling hundreds or thousands of dollars every week or every weekend, or just like in general on like Pokemon packs or mystery packs or ripping ships and whatnot, and whatever the fuck else we got going on nowadays. The middle class collector wasn't trying to hoard up sealed for the next fucking 5 to 10 years. The middle class collector, or like the regular collector, had like a lane where you could spend like a reasonable amount of money and still feel like you had a nice collection or a good collection or something cool that you want to show off. Like you used to be able to buy a booster box or an ETB from Pokemon Center or from Target or Walmart or wherever. You could open some packs, trade some of the hits you got, trade them off to your friend, or trade them off to the local card store, and trade some of those hits that maybe you got duplicates of, or that you don't really, or Pokemon that you don't really care for, or trade those hits towards like another box that you'd like to open, or a box or set that does have the your favorite Pokemon in it, and then you could open that set and rinse and repeat. You could do all that, and then like you could easily, slowly work toward like a chase card or chase box that you wanted. And you could do that because there was like layers to the value of the cards that you're opening. Like before we had like all these crazy like SIRs, SRs, art rares and ultra rares and all kinds of shit, there were still like common cards that people cared about or that mattered, or specific ones that people wanted to have in their binder. And 99% of the chases that you wanted, or that were on your list of cards or boxes or whatever that you wanted to get, were attainable, or at least like felt attainable. They weren't impossible to get. It wasn't like a fucking $26,000 booster box or a $100,000 card or slab or something that you wanted, that like, with like being regular middle class collectors, you knew that if you really wanted it, one of these days you could have afforded it. But now these cards and boxes and shit cost a fucking year's salary, and it's unattainable. Like if you wanted to collect specific cards or specific sets or open certain boxes, you didn't feel like a fucking dumbass for opening the box. Because like now, especially with English, like you're gonna open the box and probably not hit a fucking thing. Pay $500 for a brand new booster box that just came out yesterday, and then you don't hit a fucking thing. So then you just feel like a dipshit for opening the damn thing. Because you could have just traded it towards something else, or you could have held it for not even 5 to 10 years anymore, like 5 to 10 days, and this shit will fucking double, triple, quadruple in price. And then if you didn't get that box whenever it was randomly affordable, you got to fucking sell your car or mortgage your house or put it on your credit card to be able to afford it. Like you should be able to break Pokemon card collecting down into like 3 tiers. And I can kind of try to explain those with these 3 packs of Journey Together that I bought at the convenience store a couple of days ago. Because especially with English Pokemon cards, like these 3 packs can kind of like summarize with today's hit rates, kind of the entire like booster box or even like 100 pack fucking opening. So I went to the convenience store, got these 3 packs of Journey Together. I'm over in the UK right now, so they were like £4.50, £5 a piece, and which is like MSRP. So I paid like damn near $20 for these 3 packs. So like opening these 3 packs is gonna summarize like the entire booster box experience. And I'm not trying to talk shit on people liking like half art cards or the regular EXs or like the regular V cards or freaking art rares or illustration rares. Like if you like other cards other than the SIRs, than like the big hits, good on you. I also like some of those cards. I like the vintage fucking half art cards. But in today's day and age, where the art on like the SIR looks like fucking Mega Charizard X, or like the Lily's Clefairy from Journey Together. Like, I'm just trying to be honest. Whenever I can have though like a Lily's Clefairy that looks like the SAR from Journey Together, or I can have this common Furret. Yeah, this common Furret is a cute card, by all means. And I'm just being honest with you, just being honest with myself, that nobody gives a fuck about this fucking common Furret that costs 2 pennies. I've talked about like the problem with like us or collectors tying Pokemon card collecting to value. But when there's something like the fucking Lily's Clefairy, which has amazing texture, amazing art, gets my ADHD brain having a fucking seizure looking at it, like, when I can collect something like that versus the fucking common Furret, I'm not touching the damn Furret. So yes, I know people are going to complain in the comments about like, oh, you got to respect the art of the cards, and the regular EX cards are cool too. Like, yes, I know, those are cool. But the regular EX card compared to the SIR or the AR version of that card, I don't give a fuck about the regular EX. The look of that card compared to the SIR doesn't hold a fucking candle. I understand respecting the art of Pokemon and like finding ways to like half-ass attempt to cope with the way things are right now. That's great, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. Because like the emotional aspects of the card and the way it looks and feels, and also, yes, the value definitely adds to like your collection. And a card like may be cute or whatever, but like compared to the other versions of that card that I could have, I don't give a fuck about that one. But back to what I was saying, like these 3 packs can kind of summarize an entire pack opening experience, because I've sat here and opened 1 pack, I've sat here and opened 3 packs, I've sat here and opened an ETB, a booster box, I've opened 200 packs and felt this exact way opening these 3 packs as I have opening 1 pack or 250 packs. And this explains like that lower tier of collecting, now that I've gone on a fucking rant, that lower tier of collecting that I was talking about. You take the pack, open the bitch up, open it up, regular EX card. Looks kind of cool, sure, but worth nothing. Then you open up that second pack. Look through the cards. Oh, like, yeah, we got a couple of cool looking cards in here. A couple reverse hollows, a regular hollow, aka not shit. Because after the set has been leaked out for a month or 2 before the set has even come out, or you've opened a few packs and you've pulled like basically all the commons or reverse hollows or regular EXs that you could, and you didn't pull a fucking thing. No IRs, no ARs, no ultra rares, no SIRs after opening fucking 1, 3, 20 packs. Like, yeah, eventually nobody gives a fuck about these cards. It's just like binder filler, if even that. Then you go to your 3rd pack, or like in the case of a booster box, you're like 15, 20, 30 packs in to your 36 pack booster box. Open the bitch up, pull them out, and you get a full art, where the rest of these don't matter. So you pull like the Enzoroark full art card, and like I said, like, I'm not trying to only tie like the worth of the card to how cool the card is. But in a lot of cases now, especially when you're spending the kind of money that these booster boxes are costing, you can't even get them at MSRP, or you did get it at MSRP and the box is now worth $300, $400, $500 5-10 days after you got a hold of it finally. Or maybe this is like your 3rd booster box you got a hold of, and this is like the 3rd, 5th, or 10th time you've pulled this damn card. You've already filled up a whole binder page of these full arts. Like, yeah, it looks kind of cool. But at the end of the day, nobody really gives a fuck about these full arts. I'm not going to be able to trade this towards anything that I actually want. This compared to the SIR version of this Enzoroark card, it's not even a close comparison. Looks cool, worth nothing, no emotional attachment, worthless. And that's the thing, especially with English cards. Like, you can open 100 packs and still feel like you didn't open a fucking thing. And so that's the lowest tier. Then you have the top tier, which is the cards that are instantly unattainable. It's the SIRs and the alt arts. Like, the set first comes out and they're already worth 200, 500, 800, fucking 1,000 plus. The PSA and the grading culture kicks in instantly, so everybody's trying to buy up the decent looking copies and send them off to grading and then fucking charge $4,000 for them. So this leaves you with, like, you got to be either lucky to open 100, 200 packs and then maybe you pull one of those cards, or rich because you just have so much money you don't know what to do with, so you're spending $4,000 on a Pokemon card that just came out. Or you're in the middle and you're watching from the sidelines. Like the chase doesn't even feel exciting anymore. It just feels hostile. But Tyler, that's the lower and the top tier. Where's the middle tier? You said 3 tiers. That's the point. There is no middle tier anymore. Middle tier is all priced out. It's gone, washed up. Like there's no longer any like $25 to $75 cards that are like top chases in the set that feel like meaningful or achievable or satisfying to work towards. Which, like, wrapping it all back up, that's why people gamble harder or hoard sealed and like quit ripping altogether or like exit the hobby completely. And the problem with like the middle class collectors disappearing is kind of like what's going on in the world right now. The middle class disappears and people don't become like disciplined or better, more productive members of society or better, more productive members of a hobby. They polarize. They pick a side. And that's like the casuals just stop buying altogether. Or the gamblers go nuclear, take out a fucking $25,000 loan or max out a credit card, fucking trying to hit whatever chase card they wanted to get. And then the investors like buy up and lock all the product away in their closets and storage units. And it just leaves everybody pissed off, yelling at each other, fighting each other in the fucking Walmart parking lot. Like, I'm not saying the hobby got worse, but some of the incentives and experiences did. And the people who get hit the hardest on this isn't the scalper who's out clearing off shelves, or the investor who's got 53 cases of sealed booster boxes in his closet. It's the regular collector, the middle class, that just wants to open a few packs, pull a card that they like to look at, or find a favorite card of their favorite Pokemon. But nowadays, you can't rip English product without regret. You open 100 packs and not pull a fucking thing. Or you can't chase a specific card that you wanted without overpaying, like paying $1,000 for it. And with all the cool cards costing a fucking fortune, and none of the halfway decent cards, the full arts of the ARs or the IRs, 99% of those aren't worth a fucking thing. You can't like slowly build up anymore. What, I'm gonna find 99 of those fucking full art cards to trade into the one SIR that I wanted? Like I was saying about the min-maxing video, like you're either all in or you're checked out completely. There's no like chill lane. There's no way to be like a casual collector anymore. Or at least it feels that way a lot of times. And I'm not trying to be like a whiny little bitch on this video. Like I have a lot of the chase cards and stuff that I wanted. Like if you're calculated and patient and you really want some of these cards or boxes or whatever, like you find a way to get it. It's just a lot harder than it used to be. Like I'm not trying to say Pokemon is dead or that you can't enjoy yourself in the hobby. Just like the structure and the way people act in the hobby is a lot different now. And I feel like pretending that it isn't, or pretending that all the collectors and investors and scalpers and shit are the same as they used to be, and pretending that everything isn't optimized now, or that people aren't min-maxing the fuck out of the hobby, like trying to pretend like that's not going on is what gets people like super frustrated. It's not the scalper or the investor's fault. It's not like some sort of moral failure that people try and blame it on. It's like the whole structure. It's like the product design and the market maturity and what happens whenever a hobby or a game or whatever sticks around for a long time. Like I've said 100 times, like the min-maxing and the optimization that's going on. Like Pokemon didn't just get expensive, it got extreme, it got crazy. Everybody's on polar opposite sides. Like the middle class and the regular collectors are all disappearing. And when the middle class disappears in anything, the whole system starts to feel like shit. Like Pokemon costing more isn't the saddest or like the worst part. Like the worst part is that it costs more and there's less of a reason or less of an ability to participate. I don't know, I'm just a dumbass. Like, comment, subscribe. Check the links in the description. I'll see you later.